The official start of summer just days away now, and many people, of course, looking for ways to catch some rays without damaging their skin.
Here with the latest in sun protection is Dermatologist Dr. Cohen. Hello, Dr. Cohen.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, let's begin with something basic, and everyone always wonders this one. How much sunscreen is enough?
Okay, so as a general rule of thumb, it would take about a shot glass amount to cover your entire body.
Okay.
And it's important that you reapply it, especially after swimming and sweating. Some companies even have compacts, so people who wear makeup can apply on top of their makeup and freshen up their sun protection. If you're using a spray, make sure you don't apply it in a very windy area so the sunscreen is blowing away into the air. It should be going onto your skin. So rule of thumb, a shot glass for the body, the more you do, the higher the number, the better the protection.
My method is in the beginning of the day, I go with the shot glass. I go with the lotion,
Right.
Rub it all in, let it dry, and then throughout the day, my reapplication is the spray.
That's okay, as long as you're not in a windy area. Make sure that spray is going back onto your skin and not blowing throughout the air.
Okay.
Bit of a strange question, but can you use too much sunscreen? Or the more the better?
Usually the
Are
more
you
the
Casper?
better.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a white cast and people start telling you that you look anemic or you need a blood transfusion, then I think
Perhaps
you're overdoing
you've
it.
got a little
Maybe
much,
too
yeah.
much.
Might be a little too much, but as long as you're using it, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Okay, we've heard that sunscreen is waterproof, or is not waterproof, but it's water resistant. So talk to us about that. What does that mean exactly?
They changed the labeling. They used to call sunscreen waterproof, but now we call it water resistant, which means it retains its SPF protection value up to 80 minutes in water exposure. So they tested people, checked the SPF. After 80 minutes, you need to reapply. Again, as a rule of thumb, if you're sweating, if you're toweling off, reapply it. 80 minutes. If you're in the water, get your kids in sun protective clothing. Adults can wear sun protective clothing, but it's 80 minutes. It's not all day long.
Okay, all right. Let's talk sensitive skin, because there are many people who are worried about sunscreen because they are prone to breakouts.
Right, so this is an argument I have with my teenage patients all the time. So I tell parents, these are some of my favorite sunscreens for acne-prone skin. And what they have in common is they all have a green stripe. There's the Eucerin, La Roche-Posay, Vichy, Bioderma, which has green writing. Green means go. For adolescents or people who break out, they're thin, they're mattifying. In the old days, for people who broke out, they were very heavily alcohol-based, and they'd run into your eyes, and your eyes would burn, because I'm an oily skinned person, so I use these. These products are great. They've evolved. I've been doing these sunscreen shows for 20 years, and the technology continues to evolve. They get better and better, and they also help if you have like a shiny, oily complexion. They can really mattify. So these ones are very great for oily skin. If your teenagers give you a hard time, recommend these. They're great.
Okay.
This one kind of intrigues me. There might be an oral option for sunscreen coming?
So there is an oral supplement, not an oral substitute. So these pills, these are called HelioCare, and we call it Fern Block. It's a plant extract, and what these pills do is they can lessen the amount of damage from the sun. They're antioxidant, they're anti-inflammatory, and normally what we do for people who have a lot of sun sensitivity, maybe they have autoimmune disease or just have a lot of issues with the sun, you take these a couple days before you start a vacation and continue a couple days later, and they can really lessen some of the harmful effects of the sun's rays. So I think you're going to see more and more of this as time goes on.
That's interesting. Now, this is not a replace for sunscreen or sun protection?
It's an adjunct, not a replacement. You still need your sunscreen, but it will help give you a little extra protection. It's a supplement, not a substitute.
Okay, I want to go back one, because we were talking about breakups.
Yeah.
Breakups. That's Jessica O'Reilly is coming to talk later about breakups. Breakouts. And if you do have a breakout, you have some products here to help cover up?
So tinted sunscreen is also very important. So the first thing about tinted sunscreen, it has an ingredient called ferrous oxide. It's iron, and it blocks against high energy visible light that you get from computer screens, laptops, which is damaging our skin and causing pigmentation. So tint has extra protection, but as you alluded to, if you have pigment changes, breakouts, this helps cover them and mask them. So it's not only a camouflage benefit of tinted sunscreen, it also has extra beneficial effects, especially for people with skin of color. The tint will match their skin better. They really have, many companies have different shades for different skins of color, and it also masks breakouts, it masks imperfections in the skin and protects darker skinned people, especially who have what we call post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation or melasma. So tinted sunscreen is great, especially for skin of color.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there, but some great and important information. As we mentioned, summer is just days away, the official start. Dr. Cohen, good to see you as always.
Always good to be here.
All right, we'll get the break.